Hunting for Kicks is definitely a show online. I think it's about like individuals which have a deep relationship with whatever pair of shoes that they might have caught along the way in their lives. Sort of like describes them in a way. And you know, as we were shooting a couple of episodes, I kind of realized like, you know, the shoe that the guy picks, sort of like it's a description of his character or his personality. I took that part and kind of made it a show. Definitely Hunting for Kicks for me, it's a discussion about like a man or woman's relationship with these shoes. I would tell you where it started. It started when they dropped the Concords. The Concords are like a heavy release overseas. Even locally, it was kind of like a bit of madness in South Africa at that time. And I'm down in Cape Town with my man Zaid. We pick up about 20 pairs at lePusha in Cape Town, one of the profound stores in Cape Town. And I got my MacBook on and, you know, obviously fiddling around, and I started shooting this mini sort of like clips where we're discussing the Concords. When I watched the episode at home, I kind of felt like there's a need definitely for people to hear more of this sort of interesting stuff about sneakers, shoes, or whatever that you put on your feet. With us and my circle and people that are in this culture, we always looking for the next deal. Definitely hunting for sneaker was like kind of like I'm hunting this individual in Johannesburg or Cape Town or Durban or somewhere in South Africa to talk about these pairs that I might not have or that I don't know about, that they can enlighten the community or the people or the viewers who are watching the show about.
I wear them wherever I want.
You take them and you burn them.
When I saw my man's coming up,
it wasn't just a go in and buy.
You can afford it. The format of the show basically is not based on like how many shoes you have. It's definitely about the two pairs of shoes that really made a difference in your life. And I've kind of picked the individuals according to their skill and what they do. In that way, you can kind of walk away with knowing the person and knowing the shoe as well. And that's basically what I try to do most of the time. Season 1 was crazy. I mean, the first episode we did was with Mo Vader. We only had a laptop and one camera. We were chilling at chalkboard and we were conjuring like a plan how we can do this. As the show sort of progressed, you know, fortunately I met like guys like Omar and Teboko, who are as well into like the whole production shit, and kind of like took it as well to another level in terms of like equipment, in terms of like the quality of the show. You know, this needed to be seen in another light. Like when I look at this last season, like every episode sort of like we grow out of it, and I think for me that's where I want to see it. I want to see it grow all the time and bringing more ideas into it. Mo Vader, I think, you know, when we started, like the type of shoes that he brought out for me was like, damn, we started with the heat already. Like, it just gave me more confidence or like, you know, go for it. I think that episode sort of like triggered a lot of like other episodes to come in the future. And obviously the Bradley one, I look up to Bradley a lot in most of the stuff that he does. And knowing him from Cape Town and the heat that he used to bring even for Cape Town heads. OK Malume known for like an MX-90, just putting MX-90 on the map. For me, just having him on the show just to describe what he meant with the dancing, I think that kind of killed me in a way, because it's like, this guy is a dancer and he uses these shoes to dance with. The Jake Lipman one was dope because both the shoes were very collaborative type of shoes, type of styles. And I mean, knowing him for a long time as well, kind of like, it just showed him the growth from where he is at that point in time. The Mangi one sort of spoke for Soweto, and Soweto is my hood. Like for me, it's like I'd like to live in Soweto in the future, you know. Kito was really dope because he's from the VAR, and the VAR is known for like underground hip hop and really heavy, like hard hip hop. So for him to just bring that to the shoe as a story was quite interesting. Yeah. Sydney, straight out of Swaziland, his collection is crazy from the get-go. He's an OG, being collected for a while, played ball. He came here because of school. So just hearing his story, balancing it with the collection that he had and the stuff that we spoke about in terms of like technology on the MX-90 and all of those stuff. Yeah, Anthea was really dope because it's like the first girl to ever even show face on Hunting for Kicks. And I think that gave it a different approach in terms of like women and sneakers, and just showcasing that women can also be in it and be in it hard. Zaid being a sneaker connoisseur, a retailer, you know, a force to be reckoned with in the sneaker community, for me it was like a blessing to catch him in Joburg and do the show like with more like, you know, about 30 minutes, we knocked it out the way. But it was like a crazy, you know, a crazy way of like starting up the show with like heavy guns and just gun blazing, you know what I mean? Hunting for Kicks, I think this season's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be bigger, it's gonna definitely be better. It's gonna be sick, man. More blessings on the guests that are coming up. I mean, the lineup is crazy. Lined up a couple of OGs, a couple of young guns, a couple of females, girls, women. We're gonna be discussing and exposing this underground culture that I kind of feel people think it's in vain, but you know, throughout the episodes, I've learned a lot from these individuals that I had for last season. So this season, definitely, if you don't want to catch us, yo man, you're missing out. Yo, this is MKAY Fresh. The time I'll push amaTaxi, I'm pushing amaTakkie. This is Hunting for Kicks, baby. I'm out. Love.